How to unclog your stubborn kitchen sink? That is your question, and here's your answer. I decided to give you several tips on unclogging this messy sink. That way you don't have to go from video to video in order to get your problem solved. I got unclog your kitchen sink using Dawn dish soap and hot water. Unclog your kitchen sink with baking soda and vinegar. Unclog your kitchen sink by taking apart your P-trap. Unclog your kitchen sink by using a regular bell-shaped plunger. Unclog your kitchen sink by doing something else, and that's using the drain snake. Let's get started. First off, you might need a glove for this. What we're going to do is we're going to check the drain opening to make sure there's nothing blocking it, like coffee ground or food scraps. We're just going to take our finger and stick it in the drain and see if we pull anything out. All clear. If that doesn't unclog it, let's go to the next step. Let's check both of them to make sure there's nothing blocking the water from draining out. Nothing there. Nothing there. Let's go to the next step. We're going to try the old-fashioned method. That's using a plunger. I prefer if you use a bell-shaped plunger because they have a nice opening that fits right over your drain hole on your sink. If you don't have one, I have a link down in the description where you can get this mini kitchen plunger that I always keep underneath my kitchen sink cabinet. It's an affiliate site with no extra cost to you. Since I have a double sink, I'm going to take a rag and place the rag in one of the drain holes. Because when you have a double sink, the air will be sucking through here from here instead of through your line down below. So I recommend that you take a rag and stuff it into one of the drain holes if you have a double sink. Keep your hand there, keep it firmly pressed down, because if you let go, the pressure will blow the rag back out and you'll just be sucking air through your pipes. Put it over top of the drain hose and push up and down a few times to create pressure inside of your pipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th one, instead of pushing hard in, because sometimes that can loosen your plumbing down below, I prefer if you just pull out. Just continue to push up and down to create pressure. Look at that. My sink is unclogged. Now for the next side. It takes practice to get it right, but if you're consistent, persistent, you'll get it down. Before we go any further, I have to be upfront and honest with you folks. Using baking soda and white vinegar is good for slow draining sinks. And using dish soap and hot water is for slow draining sinks. The reason is, if you have a severe clog and there's water on top, there is no way that those chemicals can reach down to where it's clogged and unloosen the soap scum, grease, or food particles that might be lodged in your plumbing. I'm here to teach you real results to unclog your kitchen sink, not to just do maintenance on it. Let's get started to our next steps that has been proven to help you unclog your kitchen sink. Okay, we're underneath the sink. This U-shaped pipe here is called your P-trap. And this bolt here is called your compressing fitting. Let's get a close-up there. This screw here is called your compressing fitting. This is where it screws on to the connecting pipe here. And if we can turn this counterclockwise, we might be able to loosen it. Okay, it's coming loose. If you're having a problem unscrewing this, take a pair of pliers and just screw it counterclockwise. Now let's not unscrew it all the way. There's one here, and then there's one back here. And we're going to turn that one the same way. Let's put our hand underneath it so it won't fall down in the bucket. This has water in it. This is going to have water in it because it's designed to stop sewer gases from coming from the sewer up and around and into your home. The water stops it. So we're going to continue to unscrew this. Then we're going to come and unscrew this one. Keep unscrewing. Now finish unscrewing the other side. That's all it is. Now mine's is not too bad because I've cleaned it already this month. But if yours have a lot of gunk or junk in it, clean it out, scrub it out, rinse it with hot water, soapy hot water, and then we just put it back on. This long neck part goes on your kitchen sink that comes down. This part of your P-trap here. See, it has that little dent there for it can stop when it goes into the pipe here. It goes into the pipe, then it stops. And the shorter end connects to the other part of your plumbing. Your plumbing might be a little different than mine. Yours might be in the wall instead of on the floor. But it doesn't matter. Taking apart the P-trap is going to be the same. And we're just going to put it back on the same way we took it off. Slide it on to the arm there. Slide it up to the other one. But we're not going to tighten the either end real tight yet because we want to make sure we tighten it at the same time. That way they can be even. Push up, slide the compressor fitting on, and screw it on and just a little bit. Now start on the one on the back. And make sure you screw it even. Make sure it's nice and straight and not pinched. That's a little bit tight. I didn't tighten it yet. And now I'll do the front one like the same way. Give it a little bit of pressure, push up on it, and now tighten them all the way. That's nice and tight. Just hand tighten them, don't over tighten them. You can't over tighten them with your hand anyway, so put it on as tight as you like. Okay, if that unclogs your kitchen sink, run some water and make sure there is no leaks before you pack up for the day. Now, if that doesn't unclog your kitchen sink, we're going to move on to the next step. And that's going to be using a plumber snake. While we have our setup already here, let's just grab our snake and finish clearing out our drain. This drain auger that I'm going to be using, let's take a look at it before we get started. It has a corkscrew-like knob on the top of it, and that's for grabbing hair, food particles, grease, or breaking through clogs when you get to them. It's like a corkscrew on the end here. Also, there's a locking mechanism on the side here where you can lock the coil into place because it has a neat little spinning handle on the back of it that you can crank and turn to feed your plumbing down the line, or also break through any type of blockages that's going to be holding the line back from going further into your plumbing. Let's pull it out a little bit. Now, I prefer you wear gloves when you're dealing with this because it's a reusable. So that means that when you'll be pulling it back in, you're also going to be pulling in a lot of junk that's from your plumbing once it goes down inside. So wear gloves to keep your hands clean. But here's some of the coil out, and I recommend just feeding a little bit at a time into your plumbing, and then use this neat button here to lock it in place, and then you turn the back of it to make sure that it makes the turns and that it's moving further into your pipe. This turning mechanism here on it, it helps it to bend if your pipes have certain curves or downward joints in them that moves it around like this. So it'll go in, and when you turn it, it will turn itself. It will turn itself to go further into your plumbing. We have our P-trap taken off successfully. So here's something I want to show you. My line that goes down into the sewer system or down into the plumbing below, mine is on the floor. That means mine goes straight down into the plumbing system down below. Yours might be back here on the wall sticking out. Mine is on the floor. Yours might be back against this wall here. Your plumbing from your kitchen that's connected to your kitchen sink. But the same concept goes if it's on the floor or it's in the wall. Just take your drain auger, pull a little bit out, and start feeding it down your line slowly. Let's put the lock on and start to give it some turns. Then we unlock it. Then we pull some out slowly. We lock it back. And then we begin to turn it with the knob on the back. And as we turn it, let it slide down slowly. Let's let it go down naturally on its own. Let's not force it down. Let's let gravity and let the drain auger do its job. Let a little bit out, put the lock on, and begin to turn it slowly. And let it slide down. If you don't lock it, it'll just continue. It won't spin the line that's feeding down into your pipe. It's only when you lock it that you're able to spin the line and also spin that corkscrew to try to break through or snag whatever it is that might be clogging your pipes down below. Doing it this way, feeding it a little bit at a time and turning the knob on the back helps it to stay straight and follow the course of your plumbing down below. That way it don't bunch up in your plumbing and get kinked up, which will be a hassle to get back out. By turning it with this knob on the back, we'll allow the pipe to make whatever turns that is underneath your plumbing to follow it to where the clog is. Just a little bit at a time, and then slowly let it work its way down into your plumbing. We're not forcing it. We're letting gravity follow your pipes wherever they end up. See, here's another trick. You see how my end, watch this. See how my end is spinning back? That means it's starting to crink up. That's a pro tip. That means that you're in trouble if you continue to turn it, because it's snagging and it starts to wrap around itself, which will make it fatter and get it stuck in your plumbing below. So I think that's about the furthest I can go, and I'm going to start pulling out. And the reason why I say to find yourself an old rag is because you're going to pull out a bunch of sewage stuff that's going to be real nasty. And then if you plan on reusing this, it's going to be so stinky and nasty. So we're going to pull a little bit up, clean off the pipe here, and then start wrapping it back into your unit. Unlock, make sure it's unlocked. And we're going to pull up. And what I did was what I just told you guys not to do. I done got it wrapped up. So I'm just going to reverse it and see if I can unravel it. There you go. If you get snagged, just reverse it and start turning it in the opposite direction, and you'll start getting your pipe auger back out. And like I said, look how messy that is. That is just really nasty. So you'll want to clean it off as you go. Pull it out. Push it back in and clean it at the same time. That way you can have this thing for many, many years. Pull it out and clean it off. And when you put your sink back together, if it's still clogged, I want you to continue the process. At least give it another try. And then you can honestly say you tried everything before you call a plumber. It just means that your clog is just further down your line and you're not capable of reaching it with this here. But to be honest with you, I think this is going to be enough right here. I want you guys to keep taking the techniques that I told you and take your time and slowly work on your plumbing here. Take a deep breath, take breaks, but don't give up. There's no need of giving somebody $250 for something that they're only going to be doing for 15 to 20 minutes. And it's not a hassle, because it's something as a homeowner or a new homeowner that is really handy to know. Learning how to do this, I was able to help friends and family and also make a few bucks. It's not about money, it's about helping people. But if they offer, I do not insult them by not taking it. You know, they offer me 50, I'll take 20 bucks, buy my kids a burger or something. Buy some cat food for the new kitten that we got upstairs. The girls found the abandoned cat on some lady's porch. It was a kitten that the mother and them didn't want to keep. And it was slowly dying outside. And everybody in the neighborhood just came to me one day and said, hey, that pretty cat that you said was nice, he's over there laying on the porch. And I walked up to the cat, and this is a wild cat. And I walked up to him, he allowed me to pick him up, and I brought him home. And I'm not gonna lie, the girls are scared of animals, but they're warming up to this cat because he's scared of them too. He's scared of them, and they're scared of him. And I think it's going to be a beautiful relationship because I get the opportunity to watch two species interact with each other that's afraid of each other. And it's amazing how the cat is trying to win them over by reassuring them, you know, trying to get close and wagging his tail and jumping up. And he's really trying to let them know because it's almost like the cat really wants to stay. So he's doing like all of the things to reassure the girls that, you know, like, hey, I'm a real good guy. I'm not going to hurt you. You know, I'm not going to bite you. I'm not going to scratch you. I'm just going to play. Like everything I do is just more like a play. You know, if I scratch, it's not for meanings. I'm just playing and trying to, you know, show you that, you know, I want to stay and I'll make a great pet. I mean, he's really performing because he really wants to stay. But there you go, guys. If you put back your sink back together, I took mine all apart because I really wanted to give a good demonstration. That's how you use a drain snake there and also a drain auger. You just feed it in and turn the knob and be patient. Please take a deep breath because you can do it. It just seems like this is a lot of hassle, but I'm taking my time. I'm breathing and I'm feeding it and I'm turning it and I'm working with it. A few times that you do it, it might feel like, you know, so awkward and you can't. But believe me, if you take a deep breath and you just, you know, just let it flow through you, let that flow through you, that negativity, that voice that just says, I can't and all of that. Take a deep breath and just try at it. And you know what? You might want to put your sink back together. And if it's clogged, try again tomorrow. I'm telling you, this is one skill that I'm just so happy that I've learned, and the confidence that it gives me, you know, that I'm doing this. Like, I'm just so proud of myself. If you've made it this far in the video, I'm proud of you, and you should be too. And if this video was able to help you in any way, leave me a comment and a like, and share it with somebody that might find these tips useful. Everything that I use in this video, there will be links down below. Before we go, I ordered something from Amazon. It's an under the sink mat. And I decided to open it now in front of you guys. I've seen someone use this before underneath their kitchen sink. It's great for keeping the counter underneath nice and clean and sealed tight. Because I noticed that up under here when it leaks, it's staining underneath my cabinet there. And this would be great for putting my supplies and also catching whatever water that might drip from my plumbing. There will be a link below if you want to get yourself one of these. Thank you.